another one.
So this question was about what is the best cybersecurity certificate for entry-level role for GRC? What does GRC stand for? GRC stands for Governance, Risk, and Compliance. We actually did a video about GRC sometime last year talking about cybersecurity. I think it was last year, maybe it was the year before. I don't know, but it was. I have done a video on GRC before, right? So since I have a question about GRC, what would be the best certification to get to land an entry-level position in GRC? Because I know it's different positions within it. So that is a great question, and I think that is a question that a lot of people end up having because they're like, well, I've heard of cybersecurity. So let me start the timer, right? I started the timer. So here's what typically happens, right? So they say someone comes on and says, hey, I want to get into tech. What area of tech should I get into? And they say, definitely cybersecurity or cloud engineering. And so it's like, okay, I want to do cloud. I want to do cybersecurity. And like, okay, so how do I get the cybersecurity job? Well, first and foremost, cybersecurity is not a job. It is a industry. It's not a role. It's not a job. It is an industry. And within cybersecurity, there are tons and tons of different roles, right? So GRC just happens to be one of the type of roles, governance, risk, and compliance. So the way that I would answer this question, because I'm not going, I do not study all the different type of certifications that there are, especially for cybersecurity, because I am not a quote unquote cybersecurity professional. I am cybersecurity adjacent. I am cybersecurity aware because in every company that you work for, you're gonna have to do security trainings and all that type of stuff, yearly security trainings. But but I don't partake in, like, outside of the ethical hacking that we're going to be doing and whatever I did with SOCs in the past. I don't like do cybersecurity from day to day. So what I would do if I wanted to know, and it's going to be a good lesson on how to research, right? So what I would do if I wanted to like learn more about GRC and certification and stuff like that, because just because you have a certification doesn't mean you're going to get an entry level role. But for GRC, you probably do kind of need a certification. So here's what I do. Here's what we're gonna do, right? Let me go to. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do, right? I am going to do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna show you how to research stuff. So I am going to go over to LinkedIn and I am going to search for GRC analyst, right? And I'm going to search for GRC analyst in, so I'll say Fort Lauderdale because I'm down here in South Florida, right? I'm going to search, right? So let's see what we get for GRC. And let me see. So tech consulting, cybersecurity, threat, vulnerability management. It's kind of like GRC. Well, this is not entry level. So let's do experience. I'm going to put internship and entry level because most of you guys don't really qualify for entry level role just because you got a certification. I'm just going to be Mitch.
I'm just being honest.
Alexis. I got to be honest, right? Most of y'all don't qualify for these entry level roles that you're trying to get. All right. So I'm going to add internship in there. So let's see this compliance analyst for Galacia Capital US on-site Miami, Florida. All right. So let's take a look at that. And I'm going to scroll down to so we have the responsibilities. Let's see what the requirements are, right? A bachelor's degree in finance, business administration, or related field. So that's a different one. So let's keep looking. Let's keep looking for. So I look at it like, nope, that's not it. Let me see anything GRC. Let me see. So you got to mine it out. You got to mine it out, right? To see, find the job for the position that you want. So have you looked for the position yet, right? So I don't even see any GRC. Let's see. Let's just search for GRC. Why not? So compliance, because compliance is semi GRC actually. Let me take a look at this compliance one more time, right? So this compliance role, right? bachelor's degree in finance, business administration, related field, proven with compliance in financial industry, because GRC can be in any role. It doesn't have to be it's not only a tech, because cybersecurity is not only tech, right? Governance, risk, and compliance, that can be in finance, it could be in healthcare, right? So you got to keep that in mind. Cybersecurity is way more than just tech, you know? Let me see. Proven experience working in compliance with financial industry, in-depth knowledge of regulatory frameworks and requirements, strong analytical and problem-solving skills, and professional certification, right? Certified regulatory compliance manager, certified anti-money laundering specialist is a plus, yada, yada, yada. All right, so that's one. Let's take a look at this other one, safety specialist. Let me see what this is. What kind of safety is this? Let me see. SSP to everyone, including subcontractors. This is, let's see. All right, there we go. Product security GRC. Let's take a look at this product security GRC, right? So, responsibility. So, all right. So we seek to a communicative and growth-oriented product security architect with GRC experience to join our highly collaborative product security team, right? So let's scroll down to the requirements, right? General knowledge of information security principles and practices, technical and architecture product security knowledge and experience with regulatory compliance standards and frameworks such as FedRAMP, PCI, all these other stuff. Uphold organization, prioritization, and coordination of multiple responsibilities in accordance with upcoming deadlines, appropriate levels of urgency. And guess what? They didn't say any particular certificate. Oh, let's see. They didn't say any particular certification, right? They did not say any particular certification that they require, right? So now what we do is I'm gonna just do a Google search, right? So Google search is gonna be what certs required for entry level GRC role. So they would say for an entry level GRC, the most relevant certification is typically CompTIA Security Plus, which that one is, from what I've heard, is not super easy to get, as it provides strong foundation in cybersecurity knowledge, considered ideal for beginners in the field. Others include the GIAC Security Essentials, GSEC, which covers basically information security fundamentals and hands-on skill valuable for GRC roles, right? So I know somebody who tried to take the Security Plus, but they had some trouble with it. So I heard it's not the simplest test from what I've heard. I never took it in myself, but they're saying CompTIA Security Plus. So maybe that is the one that says how to build a resilient career in GRC. You know, I will drop this into the chat as well, in case that would help anybody, right? Boom, there you go. How to get into a GRC role. You know, that's the best I could do for you. That's the best I could do for you as someone who is not in GRC and has no desire to be in GRC. All right, so let's wrap that question up.
I've never been afraid to walk away, left their shadows in yesterday. They thought they owned the lock and key, but I'm the storm they didn't see.
They whispered doubt behind my back, thought my strength was what I'd lack, but I've turned scars into a flame. Their doubts just fuel my untamed name.
I don't care
For which my head held high, left the chains beneath the sky. They thought I'd crumble, thought I'd fall, but I'm the one who breaks the wall.
I've never been afraid to let it all go. They thought they held the strings of my show, bound by their words, but they don't know. I'm the storm, I'm the fire, I'm the glow.
They thought my roots would never grow in fields where winds of freedom blow, but here I stand unshaken, bold, a story no one else could hold.
They thought I'd crumble, thought I'd fall, thought I'd be nothing
betray.
I've left behind the chains they made. The whispers try to make me afraid, but I don't bow, I don't obey. I walk my path, I find my way.
I don't got you, it's my head.